How's it going, guys? RipleyGames here, and this is going to be a very quick video. Nothing too long. I'm not going to show you anything too crazy, except for my brand new free Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War thumbnail pack. I hope you guys will find this useful. I'm going through it quick because I want to make sure that you guys have it in time. So here we go. So, open up the thumb pack, and this is what you got. You're going to hide this layer. This is just my little graphic to show you guys the pack. And you can see I've already started building something here just to see what I can make with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and hide everything except for the backgrounds. So we've got some of the max camo guns, and I will be updating this pack as time goes on, as I unlock guns or as I have access to guns that are unlocked, so that I can give you guys even better screenshots. But here we go. We've got some zombies dark A there, zombies diamond, gold, diamond Uzi, the regular dark matter, AK. So there's some max camos for you. We've got some gun icons that you guys can use to build whatever you like, and these are completely scalable. So if you want to make them bigger, make them smaller, whatever you want, they are smart objects, so they won't rasterize too much. We've got all the perks listed out here. You've got every single gun. We might be missing a couple. There were a couple added. Like I said, I will be updating this over time, so don't worry. I'll also include some of the default camos that come along with it in the update. We've got some other stuff here, so I've got some screenshots from like the intros and stuff like that that look pretty cool as backgrounds or whatever you want to do with those. We've got the Cold War logo, and then I made this chopper out of one of the screenshots that I got, so that you can use that, and that's also scalable. You can move it around. It's fully transparent. We've got some operators. I included 3 that weren't too common. A lot of people have the other ones already. And I'll be adding more as time goes on. Here's some 3D renders I decided to throw in because you guys got my Twitter post over 200 likes. That was so kind of you guys. So here they are. Here's one. They're all woods because those are the only 3D models that I have access to right now. I will be able to get some more. I will be able to get some more soon as I have access to the 3D models. Here we go. Here's some effects for you. So a couple of cool things here. I've got this cool honeycomb pattern you can throw on a background. It works on pretty much anything. You've got these sparkles. Now the cool thing about the sparkles and the light bursts that I've included is you can change the color of them. So all you're going to do is double click on the color and the layer, and you can change it to whatever you want. You want to make them blue, green, yellow, red, purple, whatever you want. I'm going to leave them at orange for now. And then you've also got this light burst. You can leave it as white, or you can activate the color and you can change the color of that as well. This works really well behind models, behind cutouts, behind guns, whatever you want, just to draw attention to the main focus of the thumbnail. So yeah, there you go. There's that. Then I've also included all of the wild cards in 2 different formats. So you've got the traditional bar style. And then you've also got the cards that I cut out from the hat, or from the helmet. So there you go. Then I've got all of the score streaks, and each layer here is labeled for which score streak it is. I included 2 medals. I've got the prestige symbol, and then of course the nuke symbol. And then, of course, you've got the backgrounds. So we've got like the main lobby one, a nice sunset, COD blue sky, a chopper, and this explosion one. So that's for what's in the pack. If you want to stick around and see how I build the thumbnail with this, just wait a couple seconds and you'll see. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and make sure that you subscribe if you're new. I hope this is useful to you guys. And yeah, let's move on to the tutorial section. Alright, so opening up the pack, we've already done so. You're going to, of course, hide the top layer, and you're going to make a brand new document, 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. I prefer to make them in 1080. I've told you guys this time and time again. They look better when they are scaled down, if they're at a higher resolution. You just have to make sure when you save your file, it's less than 2 megabytes. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a background. I think we're going to use... We'll just use the lobby one. That's fine. We'll use the lobby one. It's nice and dark. All right, so that's the first thing. So all I did there is I clicked on it and I dragged it up to the new document. and it pasted in, and then I just positioned it. So yeah, very easy. From there, maybe we'll go ahead, we'll grab a 3D render. Let's grab one of Woods here. Let's do this one. Click on him and drag him over. And let's put him on the right side here. Next, maybe we'll put in some effects. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the light burst. Put that behind him. And already we're shaping up to a pretty bright and colorful thumbnail. And we'll put the sparkles in there too. Why not? And I think I kind of like the color of those sparkles. Alright, I'm going to do some color adjustments on Woods. I didn't color adjust this particular one. I just took it straight from Blender and threw it in the pack. So you can actually go to Filter, Camera, Raw Filter, and then you can adjust some things. What I like to do for not just 3D renders, but also for cutouts is I like to adjust the exposure. I like to make it a little brighter. Sometimes you may get one that's already bright enough. I just like to make it a little brighter so we get a little bit more contrast. And here, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Add a little bit of contrast, take the highlights up, shadows and blacks down, texture up, clarity up a little bit, not too much because it'll look crazy. And zoomed in, it might look like it's too much, but you have to remember that thumbnails are viewed when they're small. So from there, I'll also take the vibrance up to really play on that orange and a little bit of saturation to make it quote unquote pop. A little bit of sharpening, and I always go to the effects panel and add a little bit of grain, just to give it that filmic look. And there we go. So now he's a little bit more pronounced there. From there, we can go ahead and we can add some text. So let's just click here. I'm using the industry font. You can use whatever you like. We'll just say free thumbnail pack. And I'm going to center that text. Make it bigger. Maybe we'll use the italic version of this font. I haven't used it recently, so... Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to Layer, Layer Style, Gradient, and I already have this preset, but it's just a gradient from orange to yellow. It's pretty traditional orange to yellow. I'm gonna put an inner shadow in. At the top, I'm going to take the distance down and the size to 2 and actually make that the size 0 and bring the distance 30. Put the angle, I like it at 66 actually, and we'll change it to yellow. Then I'm going to add a drop shadow. Distance, I'm going to put it at 26. And size for this one, I'm going to do 35. The key with shadows for me is I use multiple shadows, drop shadows, to give it a little bit of depth. So I will bring the size down a little bit, bring the distance in, and maybe we'll add a stroke to this. Do a gradient stroke, and we'll go from dark black to like a gray color, and we'll set it to normal. And I actually think I'm gonna put a little bit of space in between free and thumbnail pack. And I'm going to put the Cold War logo. And that's in the other section, I think. Can't see it right now, but it's there. There we go. And we'll put that there. And I actually like the size of it, so maybe what we'll do is this. We'll take this thumbnail pack text, put it here, and we'll copy it so I don't have to. There we go, let's type free, put it on top, And I think I'm gonna apply the same effects to the Cold War logo. I'm just gonna take the gradient off. So we're gonna go to the logo. I'm gonna copy the layer style from the text, paste it onto the Cold War logo, and I'm going to take off the gradient. Here we go. And you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll switch out. I think we'll use a different render. And this is just goes to show how easy it is to switch out whatever you want on the thumbnails. They're like modular, basically. That's why I love thumbnail packs. I don't really use anybody else's thumbnail packs. I typically I'll create a bunch of assets, and then as people need thumbnails, I have the stuff ready to go and cut out. Let's use this one. I like this one. There we go. And to sweeten things up a little bit, show you a little trick. I go to layer. I'm gonna put an outer glow on him. And we'll leave the opacity, but maybe take the size down a little bit so it's nice and bright. I'm gonna change the color to an orange so it matches. And then right above him, I'm gonna make a new layer. Set it to linear dodge. Grab a really soft brush. All right, so we're gonna set it to orange. I'm gonna click right wherever it's like the brightest to make it look like the light is coming in from behind him. And you don't wanna do this too much because it'll start to look crazy. And in fact, I'm gonna remove a little bit of it here in just a moment. So then I'm gonna take another soft brush and just erase from the inside of the model so that it's not too crazy. It's basically just like a little light leak. From there, I think what I will do is I'm going to apply a little gradient over the top of the lobby, like a dark one, from left to right. So it's darker. And then last thing that I like to do, I grab all the layers, put them in a group, I duplicate that, and then I merge it. I convert it to a smart object, and the reason why I do that is because then I can just copy over any camera raw filter settings that I put on it if somebody needs adjustments or anything like that. Whoa. All right, so from there, I'm just going to adjust. I'll add a little bit of clarity back in so it adjusts everything. Texture, I'll bring the whites up. I want a little bit more contrast. Bring the shadows down. Maybe I'll add a little bit of a yellow tinge to it so it's just matches. Like the white balance matches. Then I'll bring the vibrance up and the saturation up to make it super bright. A little bit of sharpness. And then grain. I personally like to add a little bit of film grain. It makes it look just that more detailed. And that's it, you guys. We have made a thumbnail using the thumbnail pack. That easy, that simple. Post it up. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying your time on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I will see you in the lobbies.